So glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Stanford Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Miami's head coach told me before the game, he told me this is a big challenge for them just from a time zone standpoint. He's trying to do a lot of research with his sports information and sports performance coaches to make sure their team is prepared and ready to fight this east to west time zone travel. We'll see if they're able to perform well here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Stanford's offense will take the field first as we take a look at Michael Ford, who will be a big-time part of this running attack. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get the space and make the big gain.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Miami's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Malachi Tony. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He has a big play waiting to happen.
And, man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame. And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run play action. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The give to the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
The Cardinal at the line with the first down. Let's see if they go back to the air. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's 4. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Mensah. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Fletcher. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body.
Breaks free, and he might be gone. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Finds his man. It's Black. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rifles it down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got the quick pass. He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. Wants to throw on 1st down. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The run inside. It's Ford. There's some room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Quarterback making checks. To the ground. He's got it again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Ready.
Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Rushes on him. Snagged out of the air. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. So Miami signals for a timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Stanford! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Throwing, Mensah. He's going to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Running inside. It's Ford. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Shaw. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just feeds the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Finds his big tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 21 team, the Houston Cougars.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
The Hurricanes head coach told me at the half, guys, this was a concern all season long about these teams from the East having to travel so far, and that has shown up a little bit here in the first half. They are trailing, and they're going to have to wake up and find some energy to get back in this crucial conference matchup. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking down the middle. Finds a man by himself. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when...
Got a little press. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Hurricanes! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Barrels ahead. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. The short hands. It's Irvin. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Caught over the middle. It's Blackburn. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Quarterback making adjustments. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Irvin. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The officials stop play here as they check on the injured Cardinal player. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Cardinal at the line with the first down. Let's see if they go back to the air. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Got his man on the right. Shakes him in. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Compton. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Maybe some room here. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing.
Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got some room, it was over.
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up. Next play, take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the catch, and runs it into the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey guys, checking in on the Stanford sideline. There is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw. Floats it out in space. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The official stop play here as they check on the injured Cardinal player. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Mensah. It's complete to the right.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Lofton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Canes. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
No surprise this late in the game. They need to go for two to try to extend that lead to a field goal. Run in the red zone. It's Fletcher. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Irvin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The officials stop play here as they check on the injured Cardinal player. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
The Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
The give as they work on that clock. Fights off the defender. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Powers through the defender. On his feet at the 40. Snags it, and he's open. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. The hand to the running back. Hard running there. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Hurricanes! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Got a man. It's Blackburn. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to throw it again. Quick strike complete. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Good timing on the quick out.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
It's complete on the right side. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Might be calling a hot route. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Cardinal at the line with a first down. Let's see if they go back to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That
But and he's got room. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And now it's a one-possession game. 25 ticks remaining. There's enough time if they can recover this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.